he was winning almost every lane, I feel like. I think teams are starting to get used to it. They're starting to address it better. And lately, I think we see them struggle in the lane. Which,
just what I've been
if this Brewmaster's behind, I mean, who are you playing around? Medusa, Zeus, ET, Rubik? It's like, I don't know how you make a play with that, you know? So maybe if you can shut down the Brewmaster, even with a good game, oftentimes they farm for Radiant. So that's kind of the awkward part of Tundra's game for me. And maybe that's what Spirit is gunning for, which TA comes online really quickly, depending on her build. Dragonite comes online pretty quickly. And maybe you can punish Tundra when they don't really have someone to be playing around. But if you don't succeed and the game goes late, I think Tundra's draft will come together at that point. Initiation will still be awkward for them a bit, though. But you can just like stand behind your Medusa. Stand behind the Medusa, send her in, back her up.
They actually have a ward on the high ground that's scouting Spirit completely. They made this smoke rotation in. Now, obviously, getting into the high ground there, not great, but you are going to be playing with an Elder Titan who could potentially get a multi-hero Spirit. Thompson, of course, on this. Zeus does a lot of damage, and here we go. Collapse. He thought he was safe, but no, they were ready and waiting. The high ground ward, they'll know about it now. One more zap for Thompson, and that is first blood for your mid lane Zeus. Mira doing what damage he can. Thompson, I don't think cares all that much if he dies here. He just comes back with full HP and mana. They will find a second kill now onto this Dark Willow, and that is a fantastic start here for Tundra. Do they get the D ward? I actually have no idea if they got the D ward or not. No, both teams still have their ward there, so.
Early bottle for Zeus.
Is that what he's going for?
Yeah, he's already bought it. He just straight up got it off that first blood.
Okay, why not?
I'm curious to see. So we've heard some mid laners in our interviews say like, I used to get first blood by a bottle, and then I take dumb trades because I think I've got the bottle, and then I throw it away. You know, we'll see if Thompson falls to that. If he'll regret not buying stats. But Zeus is a great hero to make use of a fast bottle. Spam out your spells, bottle up, get that 2-minute water rune, repeat.
I mean, this is definitely comfort for Lara. Like, he loves his Templar Assassin. Now, whether or not he's going to be able to keep up with a Zeus, we'll have to see. Ooh, 9 class almost got pushed into the tower there. That might have been a death if he did. It's a really nice attempt there from Aposhka. But the thing with Zeus is, like, he can stack and clear stacks pretty easily. All right. Are all off to a great start. Nice deny there from Thompson, though.
I am curious if we'll... So, I know the teams will stack. What I'm interested to see is that I think if Spirit steals those stacks, they're in a really good spot. Because I do think Tundra is going through this period where we're all just going to farm, try to do it as quickly as possible, reach your timings, and then go. So if you know they're going to stack and you can steal those stacks, that is a big swing in your favor.
I'm a little bit curious as to how this Medusa is going to play out, because it is one of those heroes that it needs its space. It has to get to farm. Oh my gosh, Whitemon. I think we've seen Whitemon play this Elder Titan a couple times, and I think it was into a Dark Willow previously, where he just ran around the lane, just hitting her with the staple gun. Oh, collapse. Nice stun there into the Bramble Maze. Pure will take a decent chunk of damage, but has Stick and a Mango to fall back on, so he'll be all right. Just needs to close in on his mana boots. Ooh, the side blades, they hurt. Careful. Nah, he's just pushing the wave. He wants to go steal the enemy bounty rune. Makes sense. Whitemon will grab the Lotus on the bottom side, and top side, the Rubik will get the other. Mira needs to be a little bit careful here, but does have a wave and the Bramble. Collapse tried to drag this wave, but really nice movement here to pull it back together, and instead, they're going to make an aggressive movement onto the Medusa. Shadow Realm forced once again, thanks to this Elder Titan.
Got 2 stick charges. Just out of mana. So she'll have to be a little bit careful. I don't know if she has a mango or something on the way.
Her mana boots, I think, are on the way. Are they? Oh, no. She just has... She doesn't have the recipe, but has the boots. Oh!
Clarity canceled.
That is unlucky. He's just buying clarities and mangoes. Like, all right, I'll force feed you, Medusa. I'm sorry. 9 class top lane getting ran down here by Maposhka, but... Toby nearby. Pretty scary. He does have 10 stick charges at the ready as well, so... He is doing a little baiting of himself. Very close lanes, right? The one thing that is incredibly surprising, I'm not sure if you noticed, 9 class has 15 last hits because he's just hitting the cogs every time Maposhka comes in, and they're going to turn it around. Nice stick turn of his own, and the battery assault. Is it enough to bring down Toby? He had a stick. Now it's 9 class's turn. Trying to finish him off. He does with the Fade Bolt. Will he get the deny? He does!
Deny.
And now it's Toby going in, has that Cinder Brew active on Yatoro. Is it going to be enough to burn? No, he's got his own stick. And we'll turn it around. Very close engagement, but it ends up being Tundra coming out ahead there.
That deny's pretty painful. I think if you trade, it's relatively fine. But the fact that he does not die, gonna hurt. Now, Clock does bring in a Sal for Yatoro, so gonna be able to just go straight back to laning.
Can't believe he has 15 last hits on Rubik. That is wild.
Cogs are worth money. I think it's like 15 gold, something around there.
Yeah, it's like not. It's less than
higher.
20. I know that much. But oh, Pure getting very low. Blood grenade. I think it missed. Very lucky, and the boots might give him enough space to disengage. Meanwhile, Whitemon with the Astral Spirit expiring has to back away. Oh, another Cogs attempt here. 9 class gets himself 19 gold. Wow, huge.
Hell yeah. Zeus
good
is
ward.
6 now.
He's gonna see the courier. That is the mana boots of the Medusa.
Oh, this is a good kill.
Massive.
Radiant's courier.
Oh
Very
man, that hurts
nice.
so bad.
Radiant's
How long is that on
middle
cooldown? Like
tower
80
attack.
seconds now, the courier? Can't remember what the level 1 courier or the early courier
Just
deaths add up
about.
to.
Yeah, I think it's just about 80 seconds. I think it's like 6 seconds per level, and then 1 minute is the default. So I think it's like minute 24, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's still dead for another 60, so yeah, that's rough. He did get the Lotus at least, so Pure has that to fall back on, and of course the stick. Plus Whitemon, of course, has just been ferrying clarities out to give them to him, so they're doing their best to keep the Medusa alive. And she's
Sometimes
guessing,
all you gotta do.
okay, it's not great. You're into a Dragon Knight. It's kind of expected the lane's going to be a little bit difficult. Maposhka going. Oh, he's going for the load or the Wisdom Rune. And unless you bring Brewmaster as well, yeah, there's no way to do this.
This is a little close, actually. I think he should be able to lift him in time.
Yeah, he can now. Nice wraparound. And Maposhka, no TP, so he's going to eventually die here. It is a little bit of space. He'll be able to drop Cogs one more time. And he will just kind of go wait it out.
It's actually
in
a
the
good
corner.
waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't know if
They had to click him.
They
They
checked
know
he
he
had
has
a
no
TP?
TP. Yeah, they had to. Yeah, here he goes. Very nice
He
kill.
did miss about a wave to the tower because of that. So maybe not the end of the world.
Did they get their... They got their own Wisdom Rune, right, on Spirit?
Yeah,
lose
so
that
it was still a 1-for-1.
Okay. Yeah.
Instant D-ward over here too. And now Whitemon might be in a bit of trouble. Some body blocks coming in from Mira. Got a Dragon
needs
Tail
to-
stun. Oh, gets that in front of them actually. Can he get the stomp off?
Oh, so
Rocket
close.
Flare.
That stomp
Rocket Flare
might
with
have
the vision.
saved them, but yeah. 8 minutes. Power Rune. Zeus like really wants this, but he can't hold off long enough. 9 class will deny the haste away, which is fantastic, but Maposhka trying to gap close here on the top, so won't be able to do it. Instead, they will turn their attention to grab a kill onto the Rubik. So nice find there. Good rotations into the mid lane. We'll see a bottle refill coming through. This is the thing when you're playing against the TA, you have to get sentries into your mid lane. And Laurel has actually put a bunch of really good traps. in kind of non-standard places for these.
Yeah, we're at the point where it's pretty tough for Zeus because, sure, he's got Arc Lightning, but it costs mana. TA is literally just freely attacking, shoving in the wave, and you have to match that with Arc Lightning spam, and you don't even get the harass back because she just pops Refraction. So you repeat that for a couple waves, and now suddenly you're out of mana, and you're at risk of being dove. So he's going to need a little help keeping his bottle filled because he needs mana to stay safe to just keep shoving the wave back out. You see they're putting the pressure on. So he's actually just going to have to go home now, and they'll get in some early tower damage on the mid lane.
Yeah. This is such a smart play. Stomp? Oh, wait a minute. The Brewmaster's coming through. He has the split. The telekinesis pull him back. If they can finish off Laurel, and it looks like there's no way out of this one. That is a very good stomp into rotation, and Toby now looking for Mira, trying to get the Cyclone, but nice little fog there on the tree in top lane. Thompson trying to find Maposhka, will not be able to.
That was a really nice rotation by Tundra. That's a big kill on Laurel.
Yeah. I was definitely not expecting it, but yeah, Brewmaster in his split, quite good against TA right now.
Yeah, like just got caught by the stomp. If he gets out of the stomp, that doesn't happen, but stomp into the lift gave tons of time for the Brewmaster rotation. Yatoro is getting space. He's going to start accelerating. He's got his Mask of Madness. He'll be able to clear out through stacks real fast now.
I forgot there was a Luna in this game. I'll be
She's been having a peaceful time. She's just chilling.
It's like we've been seeing, like, you know, Maposhka try and get a bunch of stuff done, but yeah, Yatoro is just straight farming on the Luna.
Smoke up in the bottom lane. They see Mira.
Not the kill that they want, but maybe the one that they have to take. Gotta hold the bolt for the TP. So I think eventually they will be able to find this kill with a rotation for the Medusa as well.
White Mod takes it.
He's like, this one's mine, guys. Sorry. Top lane. Great grab there from Collapse coming in the finish off 9 class.
Collapse is going for a Blink Dagger. I like this a lot. I do think you want to get active.
Absolutely.
Let Yatoro keep farming. Let's see, what's Laurel getting?
Probably Dragon
Laurel
Lance,
has finished
right?
a Dragon Lance and is also going to go for a Blink. So yeah, you're going to be able to make plays around this while you're still waiting for the Brewmaster Radiance, which I think you maybe do want to look to kill the Brewmaster once or twice if possible, since he's at 1,400 gold. Still a while from the Relic and the Radiance as a whole, but the longer you can delay that, the better.
Odd TP to the bottom lane there. I think he was expecting a stomp onto Collapse, and Thompson will just walk back towards the mid lane as a result.
Dire are scanning.
One thing I don't know if Phylactery counts as a second instance of damage for the TA, but mid lane, great hook shot from Aposhka. Telekinesis to buy a little bit of space, but he's just right on back. Good jump up to the high ground. And Maposhka, he's just gonna die instead. Very good patience there from Thompson, and a very nice save from both supports on the side of Tundra.
Yeah, I think that lift really made a difference because Clockwork was trying to get in position to get the perfect cogs to push Zeus away without letting him just leap away, but being picked up and then tossed away, he just had to throw out the cogs quickly to try to hold Zeus, and because of that, he does get that leap away. Seeing this from 9 class, he's a high skill player. In the series we saw from him earlier, he also had some very quick fingers, very fast reactions on the lifts, the steals. You can trust 9 class to make the plays on the Rubik.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think right now we're gonna need to see Toby start to get a little bit more involved with his next brew split, because he is struggling on the net worth, right? You have, well, hold on. We have a rotation to the mid lane. 9 class actually steals hook shot, tries to get away, but does not connect. And here comes Thompson once again, trying to just chase down Maposhka. Might go for it. Nice terrorize from Mira. So I was gonna say the Brewmaster I feel like needs to get more active because you're getting a lot of farm on both the TA and the Luna now. They are being left completely alone.
Yeah, this is the weak point of the Tundra draft. It's 2K lead for Spirit. I think they got to push it even further. There is a Blink Dagger on the way for Collapse, who might be being ganked right now, but yeah, you don't really have the initiation that we talked about. Ooh, good on Collapse. He turned his courier around so that Spirit does not see the Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
4-point Cinderbrew in this game as opposed to maxing the passive, which we see some people go for, but when you go for an Urn, it usually means you're going to max the Cinderbrew. Mid lane tower goes down to Laurel, opening up more of the map, giving him more access to that triangle, which there is a massive ancient stack in here. And if Spirit are able to take it away in mid lane, that's the blink reveal from Laurel to get the kill. And right into the ancients they go. 5
exactly
stacks
what we
of
were
ancients.
hoping to see for Spirit.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And this
They
is the
have to
part you
contest
just
this.
have to survive. You can try, but you don't got the heroes to contest.
Yeah, 9 class just picked off trying to walk in here. Medusa is on the high ground, or on the top side. You've got Tobia and the Brewmaster. Elder Titan trying to come in, block some heroes off. I mean, Terrorize connects onto the Brewmaster. He's feared. They got to finish him off before he can ult. Toby, he does end up dying. They're going to buy back on the Rubik. Pure just stone gazing to try and get some farm, but they are plenty healthy here on Spirit. They are punishing you and heavily. Nice grab onto Yatoro. Topson's going to finish him off, but 9 class is going to die back there on the other side. They continue the chase here. The Spirit plus that aura from the Elder Titan doing a lot of work, but again, Laurel with another find onto this Zeus as they turn around onto Pure, falling incredibly low, almost no mana. As one more auto attack is going to do it. Collapse grabs it. A 3-hero stomp from Whitemon as they're eventually respawning. Toby will pop the Primal Split. Try and maybe bring down Laurel. It would be nice, but Laurel does a lot of damage. And he's just going to turn it around. Try and finish off these Brewlings. Oh, man. What a disaster for Tundra.
He had a couple return kills, but in the end, I think that's about 2,000 to 3,000 going the way of Spirit. Yeah, it's a pretty long fight, actually. Starts over here. Really great series of chain stuns, cogs, clockwork, battery assault, fear to prevent the Brewmaster split. I think this fight looks pretty different if he gets it off in this initial stage. With that kill, they steal most of the stack at that point, pick off Yatoro, but off of that, I think they felt pressure to get more after that, so they extend further, but that actually just leads to a Zeus kill into the Medusa kill.
Yeah, I don't think realized just how strong Laurel is right now. This fight went on for almost a full minute, and he is nearly 10,000 net worth at this point. So he is 10,000 net worth here at 17 minutes into the game, and it's just gonna get more and more difficult. Like, he does not mind. Dude, is this just a solo kill from Aposhka? It is. Okay, I mean, a little bit of assist there from Mira, but that is a very nice find. His clockwork has been owning this game.
Absolutely. Laurel has an amplified damage rune too. He's going for the Death Zone next.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They could pick up a pretty quick Aegis if they want. Okay, what can Tundra do? You just have to delay this game as much as possible. Radiance is about 1,000 off. I think with Radiance you become stronger, especially the TA. A lot of her survivability is coming from Refraction, so Radiance gives you a chance to kill her, and if you can get a kill, that's pretty big. 9 class.
Big amount of damage there from Laurel. They'll finish him off with the Bramble Maze. Maposhka runs in thinking that was going to be more of an engagement, but the TP rotations will just mean a 1-for-1 trade.
That's kind of a win for Tundra at this point.
Yeah, you take those for
It's
sure.
worth a little bit more. You are going to lose your top tower. Well, Pure's here to defend it. Dragon form in 2 seconds, though.
They're looking for Thompson. Oh, he got him on the root into the Terrorize, and Laurel's just got so much damage to follow it up. They are hunting this guy down, and it's just 300 gold from that Deso at this point, which at the rate he's going, he's going to pick up those stacks in no time. Manta completed now for Yatoro if he wants to buy it out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh
attack.
boy. Oh.
Radiant's
Dude, and they just own your
top tower
triangle.
killed.
The TA traps make it so difficult, especially since she went for an early shard and now has the Desolator complete. He is so farmed, dude.
Gonna get next. BKB or Hurricane Pike, maybe?
Probably just BKB, I'd imagine, right?
I'm up for that. I never know. Don't get much pub experience seeing cores build it, you know, so I just no idea
It's true.
where you
It's
fit
true.
that item in. I mean, things are looking good. I'd say Collapse is working on a Manta, and TA is strong enough that you could probably have her poke the high ground, but if you want to take it safe, which we've been seeing, we saw Tundra do something similar last game, taking it a very slow pace since you don't want to throw, and you just send the Manta illusions in, right? I don't think you really have the tools to stop it. You might find Pure here.
They get a nice kill on the bottom side of the map, but Pure, it's like a little bit too scary to go for the dive. They don't know what the TP, you know, situation is like for Tundra. I mean, they committed Thunder God's Wrath for the Clockwork kill. They definitely are just playing for scraps at this point. Like any kill that they can get, they're gonna go for, because they do not want to risk fighting Spirit heads up right now.
Blessings.
Which is surprising because you have the Zeus and the Brewmaster, right? Those are typically the heroes that, like, right now, this is your dream. You've got Radiance. Zeus is just a ridiculous amount of damage. You want to be grouped up, taking fights, but you are so far behind right now.
It goes back to your initiation, right? These heroes are strong, but how do you actually start the fight when you have Rubik, ET? Eventually, if you had a blink on Rubik, maybe he starts things. But up to this point, it's just been really hard. Now with the Radiance on Brewmaster, maybe it's a little easier. You send him in first and probably won't die before he gets the Brew split off. So maybe you can do something around this. With that being said, Spirit's pretty farm, so maybe they will kill him before you can get Brew split off. Starting with a hook shot.
They do manage to get on top of the Brew, but your Laurel is in trouble as well. Telekinesis, but there is the Terrorize again. He turns around, does a little bit of damage, but a great stomp from Whitemon. That is the best case scenario, but Collapse with that. Nice wraparound on the backside. They get Thompson. High ground miss, not quite there. Toby with the split, gets on top of Collapse, pulls him back into his team. Now Yatoro gonna try and enter the fight. It's a 2v1, or it's a 2-for-1 at the moment. Toby, oh, he's so close. He does manage to get on out. Rubik. Dude, Whitemon again with a massive stomp. Yatoro trying to TP on out. He's going to make it, but it costs you 4 heroes. I cannot stress enough how much work this Elder Titan did. Oh, my lord.
That was such a good fight for Tundra, starting with Laurel being picked off first. Laurel is so much of the damage right now. Once he was out of the picture, we saw them like continue the fight, but it's so slow to kill anyone at that point. And like you said, ET just putting in the work throughout that entire fight. We'll get the replay here. Yeah, so they find Laurel first, manage to break the refraction, and then that's where TA's build, she is tanky through refraction, but her actual health pool is quite low. So if you break refraction, you can get the kill. The Brew split comes off just in time, which then gives them enough damage to pick up the Dragonite kill. Whitemon just punching people with the staple.
Yeah,
Rubik stole traps in that too.
Yeah,
it's a
he
really
got
good
that
steal.
first stomp to kill TA, and then here comes the second one, right? 3 heroes grouped up, perfect stomp. Oh, and then finally Pure just walks up, cleans it. It's, yeah, the natural order plus the Spirit is so good because they actually have a lot of magic damage that they can dump into these engagements, right? So that is best case scenario for Tundra. They're still 6,000 behind. It's not like, you know, they're ahead by any means, but this helps out a ton.
Another good stomp to get Toby to safety.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
Dude, another amazing kill. You have lightning hands online, which I like to refer to as the spicy fingers, but that's a great way of dealing with the refraction charges.
That's true. The extra Manta hits as well. Now
My
the first is gonna fall.
God.
Things are really crumbling for Spirit here.
Thompson is online. Is basically what it is. Like this was what I was wondering. Like if the Zeus is gonna hit this mid-game power spike, and he is finally. How many points in natural order do we have? Because I think that's another like it is maxed. Okay, so you are definitely online.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Manta done with the shard at 4 points natural order. The Zeus is incredibly scary.
This is what we said they would need. You needed to drag this out. I think it came on even faster than we thought, thanks to that series of events, starting with that Laurel kill into like the rest of the team. I think if you had managed to hold the same pace on Spirit till you get BKBs up on TA, which is in the work, if you had hit that point without losing a fight, be looking
He
probably
gets the
dead.
blink
First in
away.
the game.
Can they chase collapse here is the question. The stomp not going to connect. They managed to stop the TP out from Mira. Okay. So they get something. Don't manage to find collapse, but the Zeus is tanky. Like we can see right there, they go in with DK. It's not enough to find the kill thanks to the Manta Phylactery and now almost to his Octarine. So this guy's sitting at 2,600 HP.
Is under attack.
Look at his six-pack. You know he's ripped. This guy's
That's true. He is a
absolute
god.
stud.
It does make sense.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
All right, well, with that, 2K is nothing. So Tundra, which we kind of favor their draft going into this mid to late game. They're looking
Look
to
at
be in a
Medusa
pretty
now.
good spot here. Yeah, she's top net worth.
It's very difficult to actually get on top of the Medusa at this point since she does I mean, except for Clockwork, of course, but she does have the Disperser Manta. So for heroes like Luna and TA, she can play very, very fast in these fights. And then you can always rely on Stone Gaze. So it's not an easy avenue to actually killing the Medusa at this point.
Yeah, they need to kill everyone else pretty much. You got to start with Zeus, ET, Rubik, kill off the other heroes, and then you can focus on the Medusa. If you try to focus Medusa, that's what they want. They're going to throw the Spirit in,
Yeah.
and everyone's going to dump their magic damage in and nuke you down. That's how you've been losing the last few fights on Team Spirit.
Yeah, and like I was saying in the draft, the TA does not have a great matchup into Medusa. Your minus armor, your Deso, your like the Meld Deso does literally nothing to this hero. So all you're doing is trying to burn mana with the raw damage, but most of TA's damage comes from the minus armor, like the fact that it amplifies the rest of her kit. So it's not great. I think it requires the Luna to be on top of the Medusa, like with the shard spinning, maybe an Eclipse as well. They do have a sick ward here deep in the enemy triangle. We'll give them vision of this Medusa for now. But a hard hero to get jump on.
Yeah, they have double BKB on Spirit, and Ags is almost done on the Dragon Knight and level 18. So that could be their next power
nice.
spike, where with the BKBs up, you ignore all the magic damage we've been talking about. And maybe you can fight. The issue is you can't ignore it and still go on the Medusa, because Medusa will just pop Stone Gaze. So you still gonna have to kill the back line, but at least you can kind of ignore them, the stomps, the lifts, all of that.
Is under attack.
They're gonna need to win a fight there. Otherwise, this has been slipping out of control. The last couple of minutes, it does seem they reined it in. They haven't been dying around the map like they were just before this.
I like the defensive build from Mira here, knowing that he has to tank up, so he's gotten Guardian Greaves and is queuing up the pipe. I think you kind of need one of these this game. Is anyone building like an Eternal Shroud? I doubt it, unless it's the DK, but
He's probably
Nope,
going to
he's
depend
just
on
gonna
the
go
magic
BKB.
resistance from the 18. Yeah, he takes the Wisdom Rune. One more creep. He'll have 18. I think this is time. Time to get together.
Is under attack.
I mean, they flare this they know what's up, and Miposhka coming from the correct direction. Whitemon knows this is where he has to be coming from, and it's gonna be a Thunder God's Wrath to scout out everybody, and I think at this point they know, all right, there's no one else coming. So they will finish up the
Whitemon's doing
Roshan.
work this game.
He is.
Middle tower is under attack.
He's playing very well.
Glad we highlighted him at the start.
Agreed. He's a gamer, dude. So
AC's pretty close on the Brewmaster. That's going to help a lot versus physical damage.
yeah, he needs it. Like his Brewlings, right? Until he gets his health talent, all of those are susceptible to just getting side bladed down from a TA if she's not controlled. So, or just the Luna shard. I don't know how many times I've seen like Brewmaster pop split on top of a Luna and she just presses the glaives and they just die immediately. So Conda on the way ended up going for an, I guess the earlier BKB slows the Conda. Sometimes you see the Conda before the BKB, but he is.
I think with how much magic damage coming out. Oh, hook shot blocked.
It's all right. They didn't hear it. They didn't see it. It was in smoke.
That's true. They don't know. Just pretend.
That might have been good for Spirit, honestly, because I think if he went in there, they were not ready. Like, they didn't see that Tundra was all together.
That's kind of a good point, actually.
Like, Tundra was as 5 ready to fight behind a Medusa with Aegis.
Yeah, you'd be sieging up a high ground into that. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's good that missed.
Yeah, I think that's one of those scenarios where, like, Miposhka hooks in, they see everyone, and the rest of the team's like, bye. Thanks for scouting, sir.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tundra's going to go for their own smoke.
Are they taking Tormentor? No, they're not.
Radiant structures.
Yeah, they might be able to with the TA.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Interesting.
attack.
Medusa's not there, so maybe they're going to look to defend top tier 2. Medusa will TP in.
Top tower is
This
under
wrap
They're
around's going to catch
wrapping around.
Mira.
Do they see her?
No,
They
she's
do.
tapping the outpost.
Ooh, telekinesis, quick
Oh my
pick off
God.
there, and they are now looking for more. They saw Laurel. They know the clockwork's there as well, but he gets the blink, and of course the Force Staff out, so he should be fine. I mean, lose the tower though. Toby's chasing.
Toby is so fast.
Nah, he has no way to stop this. Okay, so we're in for, I believe, the long haul here, as it is a Medusa versus TA Luna. So the scaling is we have to start talking about, does the Medusa have the ability to fight up into both of these cores, or is Yatoro just going to eventually be the big carry this game?
In the direct fight, I think TA and Luna would win. But the thing is, like, when you try to focus Medusa, everyone else is going to be throwing in tons of damage. And I think that if they can find tops into these trees.
Oh, that's big. He gets to jump out. Dude, it's going to be the hook shot, though, from Poshka. Great force staff from 9 class. He gets the mantle off. They turn around, trying to just finish off this clockwork, but here comes Pure. He's looking for him. Off the mark there with the Terrorize. The Stone Gaze stuns up Laurel. His BKB wasted. They get the clockwork at the end of the day. Mira trying to TP on out now, or run away, rather, but not going to be a possibility. 3 kills going for Tundra as Toby is still hunting. He wants the Cyclone onto Yatoro. Thunder God's Wrath scouts for more. They've got him on the Cyclone. He could BKB TP. He's going to do exactly that. You shouldn't have the damage to finish this one off, but they do at least force the BKB as they can now look for the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, that was like pixels away from working out. I'm surprised the Dragonite did not have vision of him. I feel like he flew right by, but it must have been something with the trees that just blocked the vision enough that Zeus manages to get out of there, which would have been a fantastic pickoff and maybe could lead to a future team fight, but they chase really hard on that Zeus, puts them all out of position. And off of that, they're actually taking some tier 3 damage now. They just need this lane to get here. Okay, there we go.
I mean, they have 30
Tower's
seconds still on the
dropping fast.
Aegis. You do not have Brew Split or Stone Gaze, so it's going to be a moment. So they will just chip the tower and walk away. Now looking for the mid tier 2 instead, as there is no more waves coming in the bottom side, cut by Collapse.
happened to that hook shot? I heard it like hit a creep or something. I thought it went further. I was surprised he hook shot it to begin with, but
Zeus is going Ags. I like it this game. I don't think Topson wants to be too close to these heroes, like right-clicking them. So having the Nimbus now gives him another kind of global threat to not only like find the Dark Willow, which at this point he is so close to being able to just solo. But when you factor this in with the like the spirit from the Elder Titan, it's a lot of damage. See, this is when you wish you had Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, he's got a ward. Oh, Mira. He's like, I'll TP out the other way.
that was close. Yeah, I agree with the Astral Spirit. The Ags is pretty worth it. I also think, so I said earlier, Tundra does not have great initiation. And it's still true. But at this point, you don't need to initiate jump the enemies. You just send the Medusa in, and that is now your focal point of the fight. They have to go through the Medusa to get to the rest of you, as long as you like position correctly and all that. So absolutely. The Ags works out where as they come into the Medusa, it's another spell to just throw into that choke point that is gonna do the mini stuns, gonna prevent the enemy from smoothly moving in. They have to pay attention to it or walk around it. I think it helps a lot in that regard.
It really does, and you have the gem pickup now on the Brewmaster, so you can play aggressively knowing that there's no TA traps around you that you have to worry about. You can take away the enemy vision and just park your team safely behind the Medusa, and that is super important. Utoro is going to just rat this one out, though. It goes bottom here with his illusion. Yeah, they think it's a Manta, but one of those is definitely a real.
Once they see the damage. Also, something I think 9 class was going for, when you try to do the steal on illusions, it just won't work. But you can identify real heroes if you can cast steal. So, just a quick check.
9 class is like trying to get to the Dragon Knight. They know he's there. Thunder God's Wrath to prevent the blink. Do they get him with the Nimbus? They do. Topson's just trying to lock this guy in place. He tries to pop the Ogre Seal Totem, but just pulled right back in. Beautifully done. He will know about that ward now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Stolen Lucent Beam's actually pretty good too.
Yeah, good.
4.5 second cooldown. It's like 400 damage, and it's so long range on a Rubik.
Dude, yeah, he also has the cap. What is the tiara? That's what it's called. I don't know what this thing is. Psychic headband. Yeah, you know, I've played Dota once or twice.
The core players don't usually need the Psychic Headband. That's why you don't know it.
Dude, I play int cores. That thing owns.
All right, you just don't know it then.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember the name of it at all. Oh, hookshot on the backside. They find the Rubik. Nicely done. They'll be able to finish this one off. Toby going straight for the Bruce Blade. Gonna try and focus up on Maposhka here, as well as the other support. Mira needs to find his way out of here. Nimbus will reveal him. He cannot hide in this camp, as it's just a matter of time before they finish the job. Toby, he's actually close to dying, but has the ability to cancel that split at any moment. So ends up being a two for one, both supports for the Rubik. Because you don't have the Dragon Knight, I think they feel fairly confident just letting that fight rip, right?
Yeah, at the same time, Thompson found Laurel and forced the BKB TP out, which is also a pretty big win for them.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Roche just, the spawn has passed. It's still actually, you're still waiting, but that could have lined up really well where no BKBs, you just got some kills. I think BKBs will, I think that they're just up as Roche is spawning. So Spirit can at least fight over that.
Something that's interesting is Collapse actually opted to skip BKB this game. He's gone for an Octarine, and now he's going back for a Halberd. And maybe Bloodthorn, I think, is usually the sixth item we see a lot of the time on the Dragon Knight. But there's a lot of magic damage this game, as we saw him going down to kind of the Zeus rotation last time. But he is very tanky, at least HP-wise. See the Zeus itemized for a Refresher next. Just wants to have that overwhelming burst potential, and he just finds an Arcane Rune casually in the river. So That's go time for Tundra. We'll see what they find. Laurel would be huge. Thunder God's Wrath comes out, but he gets the blink. Trying to reveal the rest of the heroes. Maposhka throwing these flares. Looking for anything.
Willow is not with them.
Dude,
right
the spirit.
now.
The spirit. It's gonna pincer them. Pure's going in with the stone gaze, forcing them to do one thing or the other. Hook shot backs to the other side. Collapse. They're just stuck in the corner. The Earth Splitter will divide them once again. Laurel with an aggressive blink forward, trying to get on top of the Zeus, but he just leaps away. And it's going to be Collapse as the first casualty, but you do trade. You manage to find the Zeus. Great stomp, putting the Luna to sleep. Laurel pinned back away as well. Pure needs to rejoin his team. Toby pops the split. The Nimbus is down. They've isolated the Luna. She's got a BKB and a Satanic, but they just chain stun her instead. The stolen Dragon Tail Dragon form from the Rubik? What is this? He's just role-playing Dragon
both?
Knight.
Dang, I didn't even see that.
Whitemon's gonna get the stomp. Laurel. Oh no! He's stuck on the top side. They get the DK on a dieback. Pure finishes the job, and Laurel can't get out of here. Trying to get away for the moment here on Whitemon. Mira will finish him up. But Toby gets himself a nice pick off. 9 class is just, dude, he's just Dragon Knight. What is this? Oh my God. He had level 3 dragon form stolen, so you can't walk away from him, and Dragon Tail. That is ridiculous.
And if you ever do get away, he just picks you up and pulls you back in.
Oh no,
They're not even done
Maposhka.
yet? Finding Maposhka, 9 class. Blink and 1.
Does not guess.
Goes the
All right.
wrong way.
Nice movement. I mean, 4 dead. They could go Roche, but they just want to try and force buyback, right?
Yeah, you don't even need to go Roche at this point. Look, Medusa, perfectly healthy.
Dire's middle tower
You stone gaze so early in that fight, it's back up.
Dire's structures are
They're gonna have to fortify. They'll lose 1 set here, I think. They'll have the second fortify, but the TA time is quite long. Oh, did they just poke in tier 4s?
I mean, they're just calling it the bluff. Like, does Spirit have buyback?
I didn't
don't
even
know.
see Medusa bought a divine. No wonder why she's shredding these abilities.
Oh, dang. I
She
mean,
just got that, I think.
Pure is kind of unkillable. And he's just calling the bluff. He's like, yeah, I'll hit your tier 4s. Where's your buybacks, guys? You need 16 seconds.
One more fortify.
On this TA, DK up in 10. But the whole team is here. Toby on the brew split, just gonna look for an opening to go for the Cyclone. Utoro pops the BKB. They're gonna go ahead and immediately turn onto Maposhka as he cannot escape. His buyback will be there, but you have no BKB on Pure. He's gonna get Cycloned up. You've gotta find this Medusa. They jump in, they get the Dragon Tail. Oh
Wait,
no! Laurel, can he finish him off? They do! But now
Divine
they've
on the
gotta
ground.
get out. Divine, it's on the, do they have to get out? Never mind, the damage from Thompson is just overwhelming. They die on everybody and it's just GG. What in the world was that?
All right, really.